This detail from the group painting is of Eldad Giberman, known as Eldi. Eldi was one of my father's best friends in Israel. And here's what my father had to say about him. Eldi was a remarkable and unique individual. He thought big. He was athletic and engaged in many unusual activities. He was the first civilian aircraft owner in Israel. He was also the first civilian to make a parachute jump in Israel. This he did as a guest of the military, which illustrates Eldi's greatest gift, his people skills. He could easily approach, make friends, and start common projects with a wide spectrum of people. But Eldi was handicapped, literally. He had lost a leg in the War of 1948 at the age of 17, and now he got around on a tin limb. Eldi never let that interfere with any of his activities. Some of those who knew him only superficially did not even realize that he was an amputee. A slight limp was all they noticed. It was this handicap that ruled out a military career and forced Eldi to seek his fortune in fields that for him were less attractive and less promising. My father wrote, Eldi and I had many things in common. We were also diametrically opposite in many other ways. What attracted us to each other, ultimately, was the ability to do certain things together, like swimming in the Mediterranean. Only 10 short kilometers from Rehovot was the Palmachim undeveloped and unspoiled seashore. Yet neither Eldi nor I could find a companion to go swimming except each other. Driving back from the beach, we would stop at my place. I lived in an isolated house on the Institute grounds. The house was located among tall trees by the old gate of the Institute. It was probably meant originally for the gatekeeper. Late Friday afternoon, the gate would be closed and locked, but I had a key. Inside, we would be joined by Ola and our 8-year-old daughter, Aya. Ola would bring out avocado and ham sandwiches and beer bottles. We often surveyed the weekend evening papers together and talked some more. It was an unstressed conversation among friends where ideas were hashed and avenues for action thought out. This painting is from a much later period in our lives. It's from around 1975 when we were living in Grand Prairie, Texas, and Eldi came to visit us. He remained a lifelong friend of my father's, and after my father's death, it was Eldi who helped my brother and me to scatter my father's ashes.